The Irish Bride, Central City Brides, Book 3. Written by Cynthia Woolf. Narrated by Beth Kessler. Chapter 1. June 30, 1870. Erin O'Toole wanted nothing to do with her father's world. Aidan O'Toole was the right hand of God in the 5 Points gang of New York City. He was Sam McCarthy's most important lieutenant. Whatever Sam said was law, and Aidan was the one to make sure his orders were enforced. As she made the master's bed, tucking in his tightly woven sheets and luxurious blankets, she thought of her brother Ian. His death at the hands of the Wyos gang was the last straw, and she left her father's home for good. She swept the carpet and wished she could sweep her father's boss away as easily. Her whole family would be to hell and gone if Sam had his way. War was all he understood, and something she wanted none of. She'd gotten lucky and quickly found work in a wealthy home as a maid. She worked to earn her room and board, plus a small stipend of 50 cents per day. Her father would have laughed at her meager wage, but she earned it honestly, and she was proud of that. She knew he couldn't say the same. Erin could have stayed with her father and had everything she ever wanted given to her, but she wasn't willing to pay his price. She would rather have little and earn it honestly than live knowing how her father made his money. Her work was hard and yet fulfilling. She worked with her own hands, earned her own money, and lived life as she wanted. Free, honest, something her father couldn't say. She didn't doubt that her father kept tabs on her, and any time he wanted, she could be brought back under his influence. But for now, she was her own woman. That didn't mean she'd abandoned her family. She still spent time with her eldest brother Sean and his wife Isabel. She had every other Sunday off, and often went to see them. Her thoughts today kept her from being as aware of her surroundings as she usually was. She'd finished dusting the master's bedroom when the young master came in and shut the door behind him. Erin was 24 years old and wasn't stupid. She'd heard the other maids talk. She would not be one of his conquests. Her virginity was for her husband, not some privileged whelp who thought it his right to have relations with every maid in his father's employ. "I've just finished in here. Was there something else you required, sir?" "Erin. That's a pretty name, Erin. Pretty name for a pretty girl. And I know you're Irish, but you only have a slight accent. That's nice." He unbuttoned his vest as he walked toward her. She backed up, her hands clenching and her stomach turning over. She thought she might throw up. "Thank you, sir. I've worked hard to try and better my speech. If I can keep him talking, then maybe—" "Do you know how long it's taken me to get you alone?" He unbuttoned the cuffs of his shirt. "Since you came here 6 months ago. But today is my lucky day, and you'll be all the sweeter for my having to wait. Today, I'm making you a woman, Erin. What do you think of that?" "I'd prefer you did not, Master Arthur." He approached her. She gasped and ran to the other side of the bed. "Ah, making this harder, are we? Well, I'm all for fun and games." "There's nothing fun about this, and 'tis not a game." She picked up the chamber pot, which she hadn't yet emptied. Erin had backed up as far as she could go with the master's bureau at her back, and Arthur stalking ever nearer. "Don't come any closer, please, sir." "Or what? Will you throw that pot? I'm pretty sure I can duck it." He continued to come forward. When he was about 5 feet away, she threw the contents of the pot at him. It landed on his face and chest. He wiped the feces off his face and looked down at his clothing. "Why, you little bitch! I'll get you for this. You're fired." Erin dashed around him while he was occupied. "You can't fire me. I quit." Erin ran from the room and hurried to her bed in the servants' quarters, where she packed her satchel and gathered the money she'd saved since working there. The garments she had would have to last her until she could find another position somewhere, but that would be difficult now. There was
Sample complete. Ready to continue?